West Salem repeated as CVC champs last season. The Titans lost a number of key starters, though, including quarterback Brett Smith. Though lineman Carl Kreisberg is the only offensive starter returning at the same position, the Titans feel confident.
On the entire offense, you could call some starters back, but really he's the only full-time starter back. You could call Brendan Schaefer a full-time starter, but he was a receiver. Hanson started some at the end of the year, but wasn't our starter all year. So there's inexperience, but we had a good JV team that did a really good job, and I think those guys got a lot of confidence and experience from that.
With the loss of Brett Smith, Shane Kenzie, a lot of those guys who were the best players in the state at their respective position, you'd imagine that there'd be a bit of a drop-off from losing those guys. But, I mean, Andy Siemens and Brendan Schaefer, I think, had the potential to be just as good as, well, almost just as good as Brett Smith any day of the week.
Former receiver Brendan Schaefer steps in at quarterback, though Andy Siemens will save time.
It was probably harder to transition to receiver, to know the routes and the timing and everything, but quarterback, it just feels natural.
It's good. I mean, Brett was a good quarterback, but Bender is really athletic. He's played pretty much every position for our team, and I've played with him since Little League, so it's going to be good playing with him again. So.
We have two guys. Brendan Schaefer is obviously a guy, but Andy Siemens is definitely in the mix. I would, if I played tonight, they'd both take snaps against Sheldon. And obviously, if Andy asserted himself as a quarterback, we'd be stupid not to get Brendan back on the field at receiver or somewhere else. So, that's something that could happen.
Star defensive lineman Lachlan Deeks is back, but in a new spot, seeing time at linebacker and offensive tackle.
We lost a bunch of guys there from last year, so I just stepped in there. And it's not a big difference because our D-line's doing an awesome job even without me. But yeah, it's a lot of fun flying around back there.
Despite all the changes, the Titans feel they have the talent to repeat.
Try to keep us and our kids humble, but I'd be lying to you if I don't think we have a shot at winning the league title. That's going to be our, one of our goals every year. Reality is, some years it might not happen, but that's where we're going to set our goals, and we're going to work towards that. But yeah, I think I'd be lying to you or sandbagging if I didn't think we're in the mix for that. I think
our expectation is always state, and we want to get CVC always. Just to come out, play hard, pop people, and win.